following broadcast is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Are ready. The headset is on. It's game time.
All right, welcome. We're going to make an adjustment to our camera here. It's a little bit off-centered, but we are live here at the Jackie Robinson Training Complex on the Determination Field for this broadcast between the Fargo Post 400 Stars from Fargo, North Dakota, and the Sarnia Braves from Ontario, Canada. We are about maybe, let's take a look here, about 3-4 minutes away from the opening pitch here. The two coaches met with the umpires at home plate, and we are almost ready to go here for this one. Let's go ahead and take a look at how these two teams are going to line up here in this contest. The Fargo Post 400 Stars will be the home team in today's game, while the Sarnia Braves will be the visitors. So the Braves will bat first, the Stars will bat second. So let's go ahead and take a look at the defensive lineups here as the Post 400 Stars take the field. Your defensive lineups look like this. On the mound today is the senior Jacob Top, and then behind the plate catching Top's pitches will be Evan Erickson. Around the bases, you got Jackson Byswinger at first, Matt Bryant at second, Easton Rarick the shortstop, Kobe Hansen at third, and then in the outfield you have Jacob Jaroszewski in left, Chayton Sen in right, and in center field will be Job Fryer. And the batting lineup here for the Sarnia Braves will look like this. You know what? It looks like I got a missing. Okay, yep. Let me hit this button here. All right, and I'll hit one more button. All right, so the batting lineup will go like this. Batting first in the top of the lineup will be the second baseman, number 6, Brady Pepper. The shortstop, number 4, Noah Lester. And the designated hitter, number 20, Quentin Johnson, will be the top of the order for the Braves. For the middle of the order for the Braves will be the center fielder, number 25, Wesley Brooks. The extra hitter, number 19, Jaden Park. And the left fielder, number 7, Kurt Countryman. And then instead of the bottom of the order, I guess, because they are batting 11, so they'll be not quite the bottom of the order. Batting 7, 8, and 9 will be the first baseman, number 22, Carson Brooks, the third baseman, number 15, Caleb Nelson, and the catcher, number 17, Conor McCullum. And then the two extra hitters will be number 21, the right fielder, Riley Pepper, and number 24, the extra hitter, Logan Klompstra. Starting on the mound for the Sarnia Braves, but not batting, will be number 2, Ben George. And that's how these two teams will line up. As you can see there, that it looks like we're almost ready to go here. I don't even know if we have time for a commercial break, so we will get right into the first inning of play here. Yes, we will. We're not even going to risk it. We'll just go right to our first inning of play. And we're ready to go here in the top of the first, as I'll turn this mic on so you can hear some of the sounds of the game. And we're ready to go here in this contest here. Once again, batting is Brady Pepper for the Braves. And the first pitch from Jacob Top is going to be blasted up towards third base, shallow left field, and the catch will be made by Colby Hansen. Check that. Easton Rarick, the shortstop, made the catch. So that's one away here for the Sarnia Braves, and now that'll bring up Noah Lester. One pitch, one out. So far, so good for the Post 400 Stars. So Jacob Top will deliver pitch number 2, and that one's going to be a little bit low for ball 1, so 1-0 the count now. Quentin Johnson on deck, 1 minute into the game, and 2 pitches, 1 ball, 1 strike, and now you can, I think that came through as ball 2. I was looking down for a split second, and it did, ball 2. So 2-0 to Noah Lester. And the next pitch is gonna just miss. It's 3 balls and no strikes. So 3-0 here to Lester, and Top in danger of walking Lester out to first, putting the first runner of the game on for the Braves. We'll see. Usually on a 3-0 count, batter will take the free strike if it's given to him, and that time it was not. It'll be a 4-pitch walk, and they'll put a runner on first. And that'll bring up the next batter, Quentin Johnson. So Wesley Brooks will go on deck, and then depending on the outcome of the next couple batters here, we might see Jaden Park this inning as well. Jacob Top is on pitch number 6 here as Quentin Johnson steps into the batter's box. Kind of a ground level camera here. That one, the strike zone is not quite as wide as I thought it would be today. So that will be outside for a ball. 1 ball, no strike here to Quentin Johnson. I think a couple days ago that pitch might have been a strike, but every umpire has their own strike zone. This one low inside, nearly nicked him on the right knee, and that'll be good for ball number 2. Once again, the runner on first is Noah Lester. Quentin Johnson, the batter. And Top getting ready to deliver pitch number 8 of the afternoon here. It's a first of 2 games for the Stars. And there's a strike, 2-1. Stars' second game will be played on this field, and then later tonight we'll have the Astros, and I forget who they're playing off the top of my head. So we have 3 games for you here on Magnitude Sports. As that one's fouled away off the first base side. It's good for strike 2, and it's a 2-2 count now here to Quentin Johnson.
Come on, Top.
I just realized my microphone was a little loud there. I apologize. So you can, if you turn down your volume at home, you can turn it back up now. I promise you. Sorry about that. Fouled away again, so it'll remain a no balls, 2 strike count, or 2 balls, 2 strike count. Excuse me. This is pitch number 11 on 10 pitches so far. 6 balls and 4 strikes for Jacob Top, and that one just missed the strike zone, and now it's a full count at 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and a payoff pitch coming up here for Top against Quentin Johnson. Once again on deck is Wesley Brooks. And the pitch, runner goes, and that's hit into center field. It'll drop for a base hit, and he's going to come in towards third. Noah Lester will get to third on the, or did they get him? Nope, they didn't. Noah Lester to third, and Quentin Johnson will hit that ball out into center, and now we got runners on second and third for Wesley Brooks, the batter. First pitch here to Brooks comes in for a ball, 1-0. So 1 away, 2 runners on, second and third. It's Quentin Johnson on second, Noah Lester on third. The batter, once again, Wesley Brooks. And the pitch from Top, and he'll chip that one into the dirt foul for a strike. 1-1 the count. Top looks at second, delivers the pitch, swing and a miss on one that went to the outside, a curveball, and chased after it, paid the price. That's pitch 15 now for Top. 5 minutes into the ball game here. One away in the top of the first with 2 runners on. Second and third, Wesley Brooks, the batter, facing a count of 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the 1-2 delivery, and that one's popped up. It curves out towards third, and in shallow left, it will be Easton Rarick making the catch for out number 2. So that'll retire Brooks and bring up number 19, Jaden Parks. Runners stay put. 2 away now here in the top of the first. And that one is hit out to right field. And the catch is made to retire the Braves, and they'll strand 2 on base as we go now to the middle of the first inning here. They get one hit. We can add a hit to their count here too. So no runs on a hit, no errors, and they leave 2 on base, and the Stars will exchange the gloves for the bats, and we'll come back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports. Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
You may already know that at Clothes Mentor, you can shop great designer brands without the full designer price, and that you can bring your gently used items into Clothes Mentor and sell them for cash on the spot. Here's something else you should know. Buying and selling at Clothes Mentor aids in water preservation, reduces chemical pollution, decreases landfill waste, boosts your local community. That's right, it's resale, and it's better than retail. Be green and kind to the environment by selling your clothing and buying sustainable fashion for yourself.
Signorama of Fargo is the trusted, preferred signage vendor of NDSU athletics. The global leader in the sign and graphic industry, Signorama is the way to grow your business. Competitive prices, free consultations and estimates, signage solutions that fit your budget. Signorama is locally owned and committed to community support. Trusted by the Bison, be a championship business with Signorama. Call or go online at sarvalley.com.
While the scoreboard reveals the winner of an athletic contest, the real winners are the players, coaches, and fans who show good sportsmanship. Those who treat the game as a competition, show concern for an injured player, and accept all decisions from game officials. Please remember to be a good sport when attending a high school game. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
All right, welcome back. Bottom of the first, no score. Braves get a hit. They leave 2 stranded on base. And now we'll see the top of the order for the Stars, who are batting 9. It'll be Matt Bryant, Joe Fryer, and Easton Rarick to start things off. On the mound for the Braves is number 2, Ben George, taking his final warm-ups. Catching George's pitches will be Conor McCullum. And then around the bases, you got Carson Brooks at first, Brady Pepper at second, Noah Lester, the shortstop, Caleb Nelson at third. Kurt Countryman will be in the left field position, while Riley Pepper will be on the opposite side in right field. And then straightaway center field will be number 25, Wesley Brooks. And that's how the Braves will set up defensively here on the bottom of the first inning. And once again, Ben George on the mound, and he'll face Matt Bryant. Matt Bryant making his first appearance on the Stars this season. And so far, so good for Matt Bryant, as the Stars are 2-2 so far here in Vero Beach, Florida, in 4 games. And that one will, I believe it was a ball, and it's 1-0, and if it's not, we'll get it changed. So George will wind up and deliver the pitch again, and got in there for a strike. Excellent pitch there by Ben George. 1-1 the count now. Whether you're tuning in from the Fargo, North Dakota area and surrounding communities, or if you're tuning in from the Ontario area cheering on the Braves, we certainly appreciate you tuning in, and hope that the only thing you don't like about this broadcast is if your team's on the wrong side of the scoreboard. 3 balls and 1 strike now is the official count. So Bryant ahead in the count here, 3-1. George will get the signal and deliver. And that one's fouled away, third base side over the Stars dugout, and it'll remain it'll become 3-2 now. So payoff pitch number 1 here for Ben George. Neither pitcher with a strikeout yet, and Matt Bryant will walk, and now they'll bring up Job Fryer. Job Fryer likes to hit to left field, occasionally goes to right center, and don't be surprised if he gets on with a bunt single. He's done that on a couple of occasions last season as well for the Stars, and I can't recall if he played on the Astros last season or not. He might have, but that might be a combination of Astros and Stars activity. And there's that bunt that we were talking about right down the third base line, and the throw will bounce and it'll not be in time. He will get on first with the bunt single. He'll advance to second on the air.
Good job, Joe. That was money. Come on, bud. That was Brody. Come on, Joe.
Now comes across for ball number 1. Matt Bryant advances over to third on the play. So runners on second and third now. That pitch comes in low for ball 2. Easton Rarick is the batter. Matt Bryant, the runner on third. Job Fryer, the runner on second for the Stars. Once again, Ben George on the hill. Conor McCullum catching. Carson Brooks at first. Brady Pepper at second. Noah Lester, the shortstop. Caleb Nelson at third as that pitch comes in low. And it's ball 3 to Easton Rarick. Chayton Sen is on deck. Chayton Sen, the younger brother of Kobe Sen, who's a coach this year for the for Fargo Post 400. And he played on the Stars last year. Played second base primarily on a couple of games. He would play shortstop. And now the bases are juiced here with Easton Rarick's walk, and that brings up Chayton Sen. Chayton Sen was he likes to go to left and right. Every time he goes to center field, it's usually a fly out. So, but most of his hits go into left or left center field last year. Played mostly Astros, had a couple of appearances on the Stars. This year he's a primary Stars player.
Come on, Chayton, big spot, bud.
So bases loaded with nobody out here, and a good opportunity for the Post 400 Stars as Ben George will set and deliver the first pitch to Chayton Sen. That will be popped up, and there will be no opportunity for a play on that one as it goes over the first base dugout. Good for strike 1. Get all 3 bases on camera here for you. Don't normally do games from field level, but on this particular one, we had no choice. So, and that one's going to be popped up. It's served out into right field, and it will drop. It will drop for a hit, and now coming in to score is Matt Bryant, and it is now 1-0. And the bases remain loaded on an RBI single for Chayton Sen.
Come on, Mr. Tomato.
And that'll bring up Jacob Jaroszewski. Ben George, 13 pitches now, 8 balls and 5 strikes for 15 minutes into the ball game, and that pitch is a little bit high here to Jake Jaroszewski. Jaroszewski likes to go to right field and center field. He mostly avoids left field. He's had a couple bunts down the third base line last season. And here's a hard hit towards short. And they collide at first base. And that did not look pretty. It looked like that was going to be a close call where he was either just going to barely beat out that throw by a step, or the throw was going to beat him out by a step. And we'll see what the official call is. The two officials are going to get together and discuss this. At the moment, Jacob Jaroszewski is still on first base. Coach Fichtner is going to go out there and have a quick chat with him to make sure that he's okay. And so all right, so that makes it 2-0 then. They're going to allow him to stay on first. We'll zoom out on our camera here. So the bases are still loaded. This is Jackson Beiswinger. Hit a grand slam in one of the final 3 home games against the Bismarck Governors last season. And that's really how we really put his name into the book here. Two balls and no strikes. Here to Jackson Beiswinger. And the windup in the delivery, and he'll serve that one up directly back behind home plate, and he'll bounce towards the concession stands, good for a strike, and it's 2-1 now. Once again, base is still loaded. Easton Rarick on third, Chayton Sen on second, Jacob Jaroszewski on first. Here's the pitch, and it's low for a ball. Ball 3. 3 balls and a strike with nobody out, I think. Yeah. Yeah, all 3 of my sources confirmed, nobody out. Here's the 3-1 delivery, and that was chipped into the dirt foul, and it'll be good for strike 2. So another payoff pitch coming up here for Ben George. Once again, neither pitcher with a strikeout yet. We'll see if George can get the first one here. No, that's blasted deep to left. And going back, and it's going to roll all the way to the fence. 1 run will score, and rounding third is Chayton Sen. He will come in to score. And it is a 3-run double for Jackson Beiswinger. And that makes it 5-0. And that brings up Evan Erickson. So now a runner on second, and the Stars out to a quick start here with that deep hit to left center by Jackson Beiswinger. Evan Erickson avoids center field usually. There's a strike. A couple hits to left. Most of his hits went to right field last year. 0-1 the count here. Runner on second. Once again, the batter is Evan Erickson. Ben George just tossed pitch 22 for strike number 2. And it's 0-2 now to Evan Erickson. Nobody out. Drew Rarick on deck. We'll see him for sure, even if a double play occurs. And possibly see Colby Hansen this inning as well, as that pitch goes into the dirt. Jackson Beiswinger had a large leadoff on second there, but he'll go back. Smart decision there. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count now here to Evan Erickson. The windup and the delivery inside, missed the strike zone just by a hair. It's 2-2. Pitch 25 now for Ben George coming up. Snap throw over to third, and he successfully steals third. And the pitch is into the dirt for a ball, so it's a full count now, 3-2. So here's the payoff pitch for George. And he missed the strike zone again, and if I'm being honest, that was very close to being a strike. So runners on the corners now for Drew Rarick. Rarick, center left field hitter, avoids right field most of the time. At least that was the case last year, and so far that's kind of what he's done this year too. Looks like we'll have a courtesy runner for Evan Erickson, and coming into the game here will be Grant Matter. He'll take over the running responsibilities on first. And once again, nobody out here in the top or bottom of the first. And it's a 5-0 lead with runners on the corners here for Drew Rarick. Grant Matter on first, Jackson Beiswinger on third, and here's the pitch. And that one comes in for a strike. That's an interesting strike. Still trying to figure out this umpire's strike zone. Usually that strike zone is between the knees and the shoulders of a batter. And that one's high and in, and that'll be a ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike now here for Drew Rarick. And the windup in the delivery, low, did it drop below the knees, so it'll be ball 2. Strike, ball in that order. Pitch 30 coming up for Ben George on 29 pitches, 17 balls, 12 strikes, 22 minutes into the ball game on a 5-0 lead. And the Stars threatening to add to that here, and that one will go a little bit low for ball 3. So 3 balls and a strike, and George potentially a pitch away from loading the bases for the second time in this inning. Colby Hansen is the batter on deck for the Stars. The windup, and that one's cranked up. That might be the first out of the inning. That one's going to left field, and the catch is made, and now the runner will take, and Jackson Beiswinger will score. So, one more run on the sacrifice fly by Drew Rarick. Grant Matter remains on first. And we have 1 out. And this is Colby Hansen, batter number 9 in the lineup. Nice, beautiful day here in Vero Beach, Florida. Sunny and 84 degrees. And I looked down at the temperature. I didn't see if that was a ball or a strike. It was a strike.
There's 1 out.
One ball, 1 strike. The count here to Colby Hansen. Once again, runner on first is Grant Matter. He takes off for second, head for a slide, and he is safe.
Good job, GM.
So second stolen base of the game here for the Stars. And now Matter's in scoring position if Hansen can get a base hit.
Let's go, Colby.
1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. Actually, I think there was an extra ball in there. Now it's at least 2 balls, 1 strike. We'll see if we get confirmation from the umpire here. We'll go with 2 and 1 until I see the umpire give us a different count. Wind up in the pitch, and that one's grounded out right towards second base. He'll scoop it up, fire it over, and Matter's out. And that is out number 2.
Evanson, what field are we on?
The one that Stars were on yesterday. We're on that one.
So Colby Hallinson grounds out on a 4-3. That will advance Grant Matter over to third and bring up the top of the order. Matt Bryant, 0 for 0. He's walked last time, and this time he'll pop it up here towards left center field. The post is kind of in the way there, and the catch was made, and that will retire the Stars. They leave one stranded on base, but they do plenty of damage here in this contest. They get a total of 4 hits. And we'll move to the top of the second here in just a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. It's 6-0 in favor of the Stars. Be right back.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
All right, welcome back. Stars get 6 runs on 4 hits, 1 Braves error, and they leave 1 on base. Sarnia's left no runs on 1 hit, and no errors by the Stars, and they've left 2 on base. As the first pitch here to Kurt Countryman comes in for a ball, and it's 1-0 here to Kurt Countryman to start the top of the second inning. We'll see if the Braves can battle back and cut into the deficit here. That pitch just missed the strike zone. At least today it just missed the strike zone. 2 balls and no strikes. I want to say hi to Jim, watching from Denver, North Carolina. Thanks so much for watching, Jim, and I'm guessing that you're pretty pleased with how this game's going so far. You know, he's been a big fan of ours for the last couple years, and thank you very much, sir. I got a couple of waters from the president of one of the baseball teams, and that one's fouled away for a strike. 2-1 to count here to Kurt Countryman. We're 29 minutes into the ball game here. Jacob Topp is on the mound pitching for the Stars. Evan Erickson catching. That pitch a little bit high, ball 3. Around the bases once again for the Stars. You got Jackson Beiswinger at first, Matt Bryant at second, Easton Rarick the shortstop, Colby Hansen at third, and the outfield here after the 3-1 pitch from Jacob Topp. And the delivery of that 3-1, that's popped up right over our broadcast station foul. It's good for strike 2, and it's 2-2. In the outfield and left, you got Jacob Jaroszewski. In center field is Joel Fryer, and in right field is Chayton Sen. We're 30 minutes into the ball game now, and a 6-0 lead for the Post 400 Stars on the Sean Carlson Town and Country Credit Union scoreboard. And the pitch, and that one's popped up, and that's a chance for, looks like first baseman Beiswinger will make the catch, and that's out number 1. So 1 up, 1 down as Countryman will pop out in the infield to the first baseman and brings up Carson Brooks.
Yeah, just like that. The only time the first was really touched the ball, it's like
And the pitch, and that one fell a little bit short there. Didn't quite make it to the plate. 1-0, the count now here to Carson Brooks. On deck is Caleb Nelson. And then if Brooks and or Nelson can get on base with no double play, we might see Conor McCullum this inning as well. Top has now tossed 22 pitches, and on this 1-0 pitch, it'll be pitch number 23 for Mr. Top, and that one drops into the strike zone to even things up at 1-1. And my correction is that was actually pitch 24. So the next pitch coming up is pitch 25. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, no runners on. And the 1-1 delivery, and that is a little bit low for ball 2. And on 25 pitches for Jacob Top, it's 12 balls and 13 strikes. A strike is anything that is not a ball. A fouled away pitch, a hit, a home run, an infield hit, a bunt that puts him on base. So, ooh, a big cut and a swing there for strike 2. And now it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. So just in case you're curious on that, once again, a strike is anything that's not a ball. A swing and a miss, a hit, fouled away pitch, all those count as strikes. And the pitch, and he'll swing, and he'll get a piece of that, so remain at 2-2. Once again, no runners on, and on deck is Caleb Nelson. We'll see Nelson batting for sure this inning. We'll see if we get any further into the lineup. Once again, the Braves batting 11, so right now they're on batter 8 in the lineup. Here's the pitch from Top, and that one sunk below the knees, ball 3. Still no pitcher with any strikeout here. We'll see if Jacob Top can get the first one. And the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, and Jacob Top gets the first strikeout of the game. It's a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout, and that will bring up the next batter here. That is Caleb Nelson. Caleb Nelson, batter number 8 in the lineup. And the windup from Top. Got it in there for strike 1. Nice start on the next batter here for the Stars pitcher. Has 1 Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout so far. And the 0-1. Swing and miss for strike 2. He's potentially a pitch away from a second strikeout. 33 minutes into the ball game now. This game started right at 1 o'clock. Right at 1 o'clock Florida time. 1:33. 12:33 back home for our friends in the Fargo area. Swing and a miss for Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout number 2, excuse me. Getting one ahead of myself here. That'll end the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. And after 1.5 to go here, it's remains 6-0. And the Stars are coming up to bat next. We'll see if they can add to that lead when we return after the break here on Magnitude Sports. Be right back.
Do you have a teen ready for driving lessons? Don't know what they need to do or when things need to be done? If busyness keeps you from driving with them, then Gotta Go Driving School is the place to call. Jeff Weber at Gotta Go Driving School has been teaching driving lessons to all age groups since 1991. Call Jeff at Gotta Go Driving, 238-0236. Jeff will tell you to start planning ahead now. Don't wait. Got a new driver? Then it's Gotta Go Driving School. Talk to Jeff or go online at gottagodrivingschool.com.
Magnitude Sports would like to remind you that whether you're watching from home or watching from the stands, to please respect officials. Without high school officials, games are canceled and players lose playing time. Contact your local high school to find out how you can become an official and stay connected to the game you love.
You didn't like the call? Please remember the officials on the court and the field have the best view of the action as it happens. More officials are needed. People like you. Stay connected to the game you love. Contact the NDHSAA, MSHSL, or your local high school to find out how to become an official. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
All right, welcome back. 6-0 lead here for the Post 400 Stars, and it's going to be Joe Fryer, batter number 2 in the lineup. He got on with a bunt single last time. He takes the strike on the first pitch here. 0-1. He bunted it right down that third baseline, hit it just perfectly. He was able to run out the throw and get on with the bunt single. He eventually come around to score and to make it 1-0, and the Stars would add to that throughout the inning. That one will be good for ball 1. So 1 ball and 1 strike now here to Joe Fryer. We'll also see Easton Rarick and Chayton Sen. Ben George, including that the last 2 pitches so far, has now tossed 37 pitches. This is pitch 38, and the 1-1 delivery is into the dirt for ball 2, and on 38 pitches, 21 balls, 17 strikes, unofficially, according to my numbers. 6 runs on 4 hits for the Stars, including 1 Sarnia error. Let's try that again, Sarnia error. And that pitch will escape into the backstop as Junior Hansen will run out and get it.
Oh, mine's feeling great, Coach.
3 balls and a strike. And the 3-1 delivery from George. Oh, I thought it caught the edge, but it did not. And that'll walk him, and Fryer's on base with a walk-in. Now it's Easton Rarick. 0 for 0. He was walked last time as well. As Rarick will trot up to the batter's box here. Once again, around the bases here for the Braves. Carson Brooks at first, Brady Pepper at second, Noah Lester the shortstop, Caleb Nelson at third, Conor McCullum catching, and Ben George on the mound. And right after the pitch here to Easton Rarick, we'll go through the outfield one more time for the Braves. Runner goes, throw up to second, might be in time. I don't know, he's safe. He'll get the steal. That was a close one, but I think he bobbled it right at the end. If he not had bobbled it, he may have been able to apply the tag. So now that runner moves into scoring position here with nobody out. And it is, I believe, 1 ball, no strike. Yes, we'll get our scoreboard in the outfield updated here. Pitch is in for a strike.
That's racist. That's racist. That's bad. That's bad.
1 ball, 1 strike. And time is called.
Guys, come on. Good eye. Not you, not you.
And there's a strike. One ball, 2 strikes to Easton Rarick. Once again, he walked last time. We're approaching the 40-minute mark of the ball game here. That one's up high, and now Fryer will take off for third, and he'll make it, and it's ball 2.
3 RBI double.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Ball, strike, strike, ball in that order to Easton Rarick from Ben George. This is pitch 45 for George. 2-2 delivery and hit high and hard to right. That might drop for a hit. Can the right fielder get there? No, he cannot. Rarick's going to head into second, and scoring from third is Joe Fryer. And it's an RBI double for Easton Rarick to center field. Now bring up Chayton Sen. So Chayton Sen will step up to the plate. And that pitch comes in for a strike to Chayton Sen. Sen 1 for 1. He singled out into right field. It was shallow right last time he was at the plate. Easton Rarick, the runner on second. A big cut there by Sen for strike 2.
Come on, J-Tim.
George, 3 pitches shy of 50. Here's pitch 48. And that one's low and in for a ball right at the sneakers. 1-2. The windup in the delivery hit hard but foul down the third base line. It just didn't quite sneak past the third base bag. It'll remain 1-2. Rarick leading off on second here as it's a 1-2 pitch. And that one will drop low for ball 2. 7-0 lead.
Come on, Jen.
And that is ball 3. So now it's a full count for George on Sen. On deck is Jake Jaroszewski, and then potentially Jackson Byswinger if we can get that far into the inning. And that will walk him. So 2 runners on now, first and second. And Jake Jaroszewski singled last time he was at the plate. Matter of fact, it was a grounder towards third, which potentially would have been a ground out, but Jaroszewski collided with Carson Brooks on a head-to-head contact, and it was kind of a scary play for a moment there. 2 officials got together and talked about it, and they decided that he was safe. That allowed a run to come in as well, as the bases were loaded at that point in the game when that incident occurred. And now we'll see if Jaroszewski can get on base without making a potential head injury this time around, as the garbage can collapsed just to our left here. And some friendly chatter there. We'll put it that way. So it looks like we have a new pitcher on the mound here for the Braves. So we're going to take a timeout. We'll tell you who the new pitcher is in just a moment on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Be right back.
I kind of wonder where to even begin about what I love about Touchmark. It's everything. It's the time with the residents. It's my team. I work with wonderful individuals every single day. I love the people, and my job is to connect with them, and that's a pretty great job to have, that you get to make genuine, real connections with our residents and our team members. It's just the overall community. That is Touchmark. That's what I love.
The Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota is the place for you and your friends to come and enjoy cold drinks, great food, and sports, all under a friendly and fun atmosphere. Whether it's the Vikings, Twins, Wild, NDSU Bison, or one of your favorite teams, watch all the games at the Knickerbocker. Open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m., and Sunday, 12 noon to 2 a.m. You can find the Knickerbocker at 412 Main Avenue in Hickson, just a 10-minute drive south of Fargo. Take University Drive, head south until you arrive. All right, welcome back. We're in the bottom of the second. Pitching change for the Braves. Ben George's day will come to an end. 52 pitches, 29 balls, 23 strikes unofficially according to my number. And we have a Braves fan who is waving back home to another Braves fan in Iowa, I believe it is. There we go. Thanks for stepping in. I appreciate that. And now this is Jake Jaroszewski. Once again, he singled on that head-to-head collision at first. Now he'll drop it right in front of home plate, and they're going to call it foul. Okay, so yeah, when he bunted it, I believe it dropped inside the batter's box, so it'll be a strike/foul. Either way, it's strike 1. And the runners will go back. Runners on, Easton Rarick on second, Chayton Sen on first. On deck is Jackson Byswinger, who hit I believe it was a 3-run double last time he was at the plate. No balls and 1 strike. Rarick on second, Sen on first, and the pitch comes in low to even up the count at 1 apiece. 1 ball, 1 strike now the count here to Jaroszewski. So 1 ball, 1 strike on 2 pitches for Travis Evanson. And that pitch will come in low for ball 2. And a big thank you to a couple of the parents and one of the coaches for helping me out with some of the names. I had last names but not first names for the Braves, so now we got both, and it's a little bit easier to figure out what's happening out there when you know who the players are. That one will come in low for ball 3. So it's 3 balls and a strike now here to Jaroszewski. And the pitch right down the middle for strike 2. Nicely done there by Evanson, and starting to shake the dust off on the new pitcher here, and we'll see if the strikes continue. And that one is hit to deep left field, and that is all the way to the fence. Rarick will round third to score, and also Chayton Sen coming in from first, and it will be a 2-run RBI triple for Jacob Jaroszewski.
I guess we're.
Check that. It was actually Jackson Byswinger. My apologies. Evan Erickson's up now. I was a batter behind in my count. I think that came in for a ball, 1-0 here to Evan Erickson. That one's fouled away, so it's 2 balls and a strike now to check that Evan Erickson. Erickson walked last time he was at the plate. I think we got our books corrected now, and now he strikes out. So I guess there was a second strike there. My apologies. And that is a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout here for Evanson. They'll bring up Drew Rarick now. Ball 1 here to Drew Rarick. Had that sacrifice fly to left field last time he was at the plate. And the pitch is outside for a ball, 2-0. That one's popped straight up, and it will drop foul. He lost it in the sun, didn't take off right away, and then realized that it didn't go as far as he thought.
Got it.
And that is going to be strike 2. Two balls, 2 strikes to Drew Rarick. And he'll foul that one away, and he'll stay alive. That one will go out of play to the right side of the batter's box as the wind starts to pick up a little bit here at Determination Field at Jackie Robinson Training Complex here in Vero Beach, Florida. Travis Evanson taking over on the mound after first inning for Ben George. And now it's a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Drew Rarick. Runner on third is Jackson Beiswinger. Got there on a 2-run triple. And on the previous at-bat, he had a 3-run double. So Jackson Beiswinger's bat is accountable for 5 of the runs. And that one will be popped up to left center field, and it will fall to the ground. Beiswinger will score, and sliding into second safely is Rarick. It's now 10-0 in favor of the Stars. And that will be fouled away by Colby Hansen, who grounded out to second base to end the first inning of play last time he was at the plate. Batter number 9 in the lineup, Matt Bryant on deck, 2 outs. And that one, a little blooper that the wind will shove foul. One ball, 1 strike.
Relax up there. Back up.
And that one is also fouled away, so now it's a 2-strike count. One-two delivery. That one will miss outside. Taking off for third is Drew Rarick, and it's ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, and a 10-0 lead for the Post 400 Stars. Scoring 6 in the first, 4 so far here in the second, and they got a runner on third. And that'll be a strikeout. It is a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout for Evanson. So now both Evanson and Top have 2 strikeouts apiece, and that will end the inning. We'll take a break. We'll be back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Be right back. Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
You may already know that at Clothes Mentor, you can shop great designer brands without the full designer price, and that you can bring your gently used items into Clothes Mentor and sell them for cash on the spot. Here's something else you should know. Buying and selling at Clothes Mentor aids in water preservation, reduces chemical pollution, decreases landfill waste, boosts your local community. That's right, it's resale, and it's better than retail. Be green and kind to the environment by selling your clothing and buying sustainable fashion for yourself.
All right, welcome back as we move into the top half of the third inning. We take a look at our upcoming schedule here, and the Stars' second game will be at about 4 o'clock today. They'll be hosting, or they'll be playing. I'm not sure if they're hosting or if they'll be home or away yet, but they'll be playing Loomis Chaffee. I believe they're a team from Connecticut, if my research serves me correctly, and then the Post 400 Astros will be taking on the other Loomis Chaffee team over on the other field. We'll try and move over quickly for that game. And then 7 o'clock tonight, Jason and Lance have the 8AA championship game between the Perham Yellow Jackets and the Dilworth Glendon Fountain Rebels. The winner of that game goes to the Minnesota State Tournament in Class AA, and we wish both those teams the best of luck. Those are two teams that I like to use the word magnitude teams, let's put it that way. And the first pitch comes across for a strike as we return now to action here. And there's another strike, strike 2. So Jacob Top, I believe it's a 2-strike count. Might be 1 and 2, but we'll go with 0 and 2 until I'm told differently here by the umpire. And the pitch, and that one is definitely 1 and 2 now, and that's we were right on track. It is 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Conor McCullum, who is the batter. He was 0 for 1. He walked, and then he would fly out to left center last time he was at the plate. And now another ball, and now evens up the count at 2 and 2. 10-0. I'm not 100% sure if they have a 10-run rule after 5 like they do back in North Dakota. I guess we'll find out when the 5th inning comes, but I'll try and ask during the next break and see if anybody here knows the answer to that question as well. So 3 balls and 2 strikes now here to Conor McCullum, and Jacob Top is on 35 pitches. This will be pitch 36, and pitch 36 is blasted right down the middle into center field, and it's good for a hit and puts a runner on base for the Braves. So McCullum will reach on the hit. That'll bring up Riley Pepper. We're 57 minutes into the ball game now. Let me double check here. Riley Pepper. And that one's hit out into center field, and it'll drop for a hit as well. So back-to-back hits, back-to-back singles, and it was Riley Pepper. I just had the I had him as 12 instead of 21, or I had him as 21 instead of 12 is what I meant to say. So if it was the wrong player, I apologize. Runners on first and second now. That pitch will drop into the first inning strike zone, but this time it's a ball, 1-0. I say that with a little bit of comical sarcasm. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and that's a little high for ball 2. 2-0 now the count here to Logan Klompstra is the batter for the Sarnia Braves. Sarnia Braves might be facing a little bit of, what's the word I'm looking for here? Oh, there's a strike. Exhaustion, maybe. I was talking to their coach earlier, and I was like, hey, do you have a lineup? And he's like, we're out of people. We're on game number 9 already. And I'm like, but when we figure it out, we'll get it to you. And there's a strike, swing and a miss for strike 2. So I'm not sure what their win-loss record is in that 9-game span. I know they lost to the Stars back on day 2, at least day 2 for the Stars. I think that might have been day 2 for all the teams. But swing and a miss, and that is a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout number 3 for Jacob Top. That brings up number 6, Brady Pepper, 0 for 1, popped out to the shortstop Easton Rarick last time. Brady Pepper steps up to the plate at the 1-hour mark of the ball game. And the pitch, inside edge for strike 1. Nice pitch there by Jacob Top, and it's 0-1 to the 0 for 1 Brady Pepper. On deck is Noah Lester with 1 away.
Oh, come on!
They'll get the out at second. So Pepper will reach on a fielder's choice. So that puts runners on the corners now for the Braves. Brady Pepper on first, Conor McCullum, the runner on third for Sarnia. And Jacob Top will face Noah Lester. Top walked him last time, and they would try to get the Pepper out at first, and Top nearly got it there, but he's safe. So no official pitches yet to Noah Lester. Once again, he walked last time he was at the plate. Top winds and delivers, and this one bounces over Top right to Easton Rarick, and Rarick will step on the bag at second to get the force out on Pepper, and that will end the top half of the third inning. They leave one stranded on base, and we remain at 10-0 here as the Stars will come up to bat in the bottom of the third. We'll be back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
Signorama of Fargo is the trusted, preferred signage vendor of NDSU athletics. The global leader in the sign and graphic industry, Signorama is the way to grow your business. Competitive prices, free consultations and estimates, signage solutions that fit your budget. Signorama is locally owned and committed to community support. Trusted by the Bison, be a championship business with Signorama. Call or go online at sarvalley.com.
You didn't like the call? Please remember the officials on the court and the field have the best view of the action as it happens. More officials are needed. People like you. Stay connected to the game you love. Contact the NDHSAA, MSHSL, or your local high school to find out how to become an official. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
All right, welcome back. Heading into the bottom of the third. Stars have a 10-0 lead here over the Sarnia Braves from Ontario, Canada. We're 1 hour, 4 minutes into the game. Grant Matter will step into the lineup. He'll take over the leadoff batter spot in the #1, and he'll face Travis Evanson's 23rd pitch on 22 pitches through 1 inning of play for Evanson. 11 balls, 11 strikes. And there is ball number 12 and ball 1 to Grant Matter. Matter hit a solo home run to left center field in one of the later games last season. This one popped up, and there's a chance there for McCullum to make the grab, and he does. So 1 away now on that short pop-up. And let's see here. Next batter will be, they'll stay on schedule. It'll be Job Fryer, 1 for 1. Reached on a bunt single down the third base line, and then he was walked last time he was at the plate. This is the first time that he has faced Travis Evanson. And that pitch will come in low for a ball. We'll leave our screen where it's at 1-0. Ten runs on 7 hits, 1 error for the Braves, and they've left 2 on base so far. And the Sarnia Braves, no runs on 3 hits, no stars errors. They've left 4 on base thus far. And the pitch is up high for a ball. 2-1 the count. wind up in the delivery, and that hits the low strike zone for strike 2. There is a 10-run rule after 5. I checked on if there was a 15-run rule after 3, and the answer was unclear. So we're not 100% sure if that is the case or not, but before we can even find that out, the Stars would have to get that far. And right now they are 2 up, 2 down with that line drive fly out to Wesley Brooks by Job Fryer. And that brings up Easton Rarick as the scheduled batter, and it will indeed be Easton Rarick. Two away here, and this is the first time that the Stars have had 2 outs without scoring any runs in an inning up to this point. That pitch will come in low for ball 1. Easton Rarick 1 for 1, walked his first time, then he, I believe he hit the 3-run double, if I remember correctly. He hit a double for sure, I just don't remember. No, it was I don't remember. It was a double and it scored a run, let's put it that way. That one's fouled away for a strike. And 1-1 the count now here to Easton Rarick. We're in the bottom half of the 3rd. Score by innings, 6-0 after 1, 10-0 after 2, and so far nothing here in the 3rd. As they try and pick off the runner. Oh, wait, let's see here. There's a runner on first. There might be only 1 out. So my apologies. I guess the center fielder did not catch it. It was kind of hard to see from my vantage point. So we're at 2 balls and a strike to Easton Rarick. There's a runner on first. And that runner is Job Fryer, got there via a single, so that gives them another hit. It's 8 hits. The pitch comes in low for a ball. 3-1 the count. So to reset, Job Fryer on first, Easton Rarick, 3 balls and a strike, 1 for 1, a walk and a double. And only 1 out instead of 2. And that one's popped up to center field, and this time he dropped it. That'll be an error. So Rarick will reach on the error. Job Fryer advances to second. Scheduled batter is Chayton Sen, and it will indeed be Chayton Sen. 1 for 1, a single to right field, and was walked last time. This is the first time that he faces Travis Evanson. Oh, and 1 strikeout, or a strike, I should say, not a strikeout, to Chayton Sen. 2 runners on, first and second for the Stars, and now we get a second strike. Strike zone with a 10-0 lead appears to have gotten wider now, which is not necessarily a bad thing, I guess. And now time is called. Evanson, I have him unofficially up to 35 pitches now, 17 balls, 18 strikes on the split. And that pitch nearly, it did nick his elbow, so he'll go on a hit by a pitch and I'll load the bases. And the scheduled batter is Jake Jaroszewski. And yeah, and it will be Jaroszewski stepping up to the plate. So now the bases are loaded. First at bat, got the infield single on a bunt down the third base line. Swing and a miss for a strike, and strike 2 it is. 0-2, the base is loaded. One out, not 2. We had 2 earlier, but I guess the outfielder did not catch that ball, and they put him on first. So there's a swing and a miss, and that is a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout for out number 2. So now there's 2 outs, and Evanson has 3 strikeouts on Stars batters since he's come in at the second inning of play. That will bring up, with the strikeout, Jackson Byswinger, who's had a big day. His bat and his feet are accountable for 7 of the 10 runs scored in this game. He scored 2 of them himself, and he RBI'd in the other 5. He got a 3-run double and a 2-run triple on his 2 at-bats, and they both went to deep left field. The 3-run double the first time, the 2-run triple the second time. He's going deep to left field again. And he will go all, I think he hit to the same spot, and he's gonna try for a triple. They're gonna send him. He's gonna go for an inside the park home run. It is a 3-run inside the park home run for Jackson Byswinger. And that makes it 13-0. I don't have a graphic for an inside the park home run, but let's go ahead and put this one up for you. So Evan Erickson up to the plate now. And ball 1. I think maybe it was a strike. It was strike 2 for sure. 0-2 now the count. And a strikeout. That is a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout number 4 for Evanson. And Erickson will strike out. He was 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout swinging last time, and this time he'll strike out looking, and that will end the 3rd inning of play. They get 3 runs on 2 hits, I believe it is, and that brings us to the end of the 3rd. They leave nobody stranded on base. Yep, that's correct. Nobody stranded on base. And now we go to the bottom or the top of the 4th, and as I double check, they've actually left a total of 2 on base here in the game. And we'll take a timeout. We'll be right back here in a moment on Magnitude Sports.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
All right, welcome back. 3 complete here, and the official line score is, let's see here, should be 13 runs, or is it? Should be 14 runs, actually. I had him down for 4 runs in the bottom of the 3rd. First pitch comes in for a ball. And now it's ball 2. Yeah, that's a strike. And now let's see here. And that one's hit high and hard. Deep left center field. On the run, he makes the grab. Joe Pryor, what a catch.
Nice grab.
Sorry about the camera there, folks. I was fixing our outfield scoreboard. My apologies. That'll be, and now sneak by swinger at first, and that's good for a hit. And I'll put a runner on. All right, so let's see. Let's get caught up. I believe it's Wesley Brooks at the plate now. And now come in for a strike. And no, it is not Wesley Brooks. It is actually 9 or 19. We'll see if get a glimpse of his jersey here. It is Jaden Park. It was Wesley Brooks who snuck that hit by swinger at first. And now that one will be popped up, and on the run making the grab is Matt Bryant, the second baseman. And that's 2 away. Wesley Brooks will remain at first. They'll bring up Kurt Countryman. And that'll miss for a ball. It's 1-0 here to Countryman. Countryman 0 for 1. He would pop out to the pitcher, I believe. No, the first baseman last time he was at the plate. And he cranks this hard to left, but it drops foul. 1 ball, 1 strike as a result. 14-0 lead here for the Post 400 Stars. If they score one more, we'll see if they do a after 3 inning run rule like they do back home. But we were not able to confirm that. The only thing we know for sure is the 10-run rule would apply after 5 if the Braves can't score at least 5 runs between now and the top of the next inning. And there's a strikeout, and that is a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout, and that ends the inning. Ends the top half of the inning, at least, as strikeout number 4 for Jacob Top. And now it is the bottom of the 4th, and the Stars leading 14-0 here over the Sarnia Braves. Will return right after this here on Magnitude Sports.
Do you have a teen ready for driving lessons? Don't know what they need to do or when things need to be done? If busyness keeps you from driving with them, then Gotta Go Driving School is the place to call. Jeff Weber at Gotta Go Driving School has been teaching driving lessons to all age groups since 1991. Call Jeff at Gotta Go Driving, 238-0236. Jeff will tell you to start planning ahead now. Don't wait. Got a new driver? Then it's Gotta Go Driving School. Talk to Jeff or go online at gottagodrivingschool.com.
The Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota is the place for you and your friends to come and enjoy cold drinks, great food, and sports all under a friendly and fun atmosphere. Whether it's the Vikings, Twins, Wild, NDSU Bison, or one of your favorite teams, watch all the games at the Knickerbocker. Open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m., and Sunday, 12 noon to 2 a.m. You can find the Knickerbocker at 412 Main Avenue in Hickson, just a 10-minute drive south of Fargo. Take University Drive, head south until you arrive.
While the scoreboard reveals the winner of an athletic contest, the real winners are the players, coaches, and fans who show good sportsmanship. Those who treat the game as a competition, show concern for an injured player, and accept all decisions from game officials. Please remember to be a good sport when attending a high school game. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
All right, so welcome back. 14-0 in favor of the Post 400 Stars. Travis Evanson's day on the mound is complete. 43 pitches, 25 strikes, 18 balls, according to my unofficial numbers. And he'll be replaced by, Ryerson Petrie, if I'm saying that correctly. And he'll face Drew Rarick for his first batter. Rarick, 1 for 1. Had the sac fly to left field that scored a run, and then he had a double that I believe scored a run or two as well on his last time at the plate. Both of those, the sac fly and the double, going to left field. And the pitch hit the strike zone, 0-1. Back in the first inning, that would have been ball one, but I think the official is widening the strike zone a little bit here to kind of get through this game quickly. We're at 1 hour, 22 minutes right now. I could be wrong, but it's just my hunch. And that was low for a ball, 1-1. But in my experience over the past 3 years, talking to umpires and etc., they usually do something like that if the game's a little bit one-sided, like in this instance here. And they say if they get anywhere close to the strike zone, they'll call a strike just to speed the game up. So we'll see. It kind of appears that that's what this official's doing. So we'll see if that trend continues or not. 2-1. Forgot that our scoreboard operator went to use the restroom, so I'm gonna do both now. That one's fouled away, and it'll be 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes, nobody out, no runners on, and a 14-0 lead here for the Post 400 Stars. And this is their first time that I've seen them play anyway. Wearing their brand new jerseys. I talked about it. Matter of fact, I talked about it the last time these two teams played, about the primarily blue jerseys with kind of a camouflage white and blue with white Fargo across the Fargo Post 400 across the front, and then the white jersey numbers in the back. And there's a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout for Ryerson Petrie. So between the three Braves pitchers, they have now struck out 5 Stars batters. And Colby Hansen will step up to the plate to face Petrie now. Colby Hansen 0 for 2, grounded out to the second baseman to end the first inning of play, and then last time he was at the plate, he would strike out swinging. I missed that pitch. I'm not sure if it was a ball or a strike. We're gonna say it's 2 balls and no strikes until the umpire gives me a different signal. I believe that'd be the correct count, and if I'm wrong, I do apologize. 2-0 the count now. Here to Colby Hansen. Grant Matter is a scheduled batter on deck, and as I look over to my left, it is indeed him in the on deck circle as ball 3 comes across the plate now. And we'll see if we can get the free strike, and that'll be a 4-pitch walk. So Hansen reaches base on the walk, and now it's Grant Matter popped out to the catcher. A little strong high pop out just to the left side of the batter's box last time he was at the plate. Petrie with 9 pitches. Now pitch number 10 will be the first one here to, Grant Matter. And the pitch is high for a ball, and McCullum stepped up. Hansen will be kept in check at first as a result. And it's 1-0. And now they'll try and get him at first, but to no avail. And that is down low for ball 2. So 2-0 count now here to Grant Matter from Ryerson Petrie. To the best of my knowledge, defensively, nothing has changed in the field for the Braves. And another pitch down low, and that is ball number 3.
Good job.
Another pickoff attempt at first.
Here we go, Grant.
Next game scheduled to start at 4 o'clock. And he'll get the strike there. 3-1 the count now.
Do you want any help?
If you don't mind, yeah, that'd be great. And that'll be ball 4. So he'll walk, and they'll put 2 runners on, and
Yeah. That lost. Come on, I couldn't find it. Oh.
so I'll bring up the scheduled batter, Job Fryer, and it is indeed Job Fryer, 2 for 2. Bunt down the third base line, then he would walk on his second at bat. He would single to left field the last time he was at the plate, and that pitch comes across for a ball, 1-0. And the 1-0 pitch is down low for ball number 2. So as I was saying earlier, usually the umpire will widen the strike zone, but in this instance, the pitches haven't kind of come close to that, and I say that with respect.
Huh? Why?
Colby Hansen will steal third,
I'm sorry.
and now that puts runners on the corners.
We
So
don't steal either, Caddy? We don't steal either?
2 balls and a strike, the count. There's a strike. 2-2. 2-2 to Job Fryer.
Such a tough game, though.
And that one's outside for ball 3. So Petrie potentially a pitch away here. Oh no, that was actually ball 3. So no pitch. He is on base, and now the bases are loaded on the walk, and that brings up Easton Rarick. 1 for 2. Walked his first time. He doubled to center field, and then he reached base on an error charge to the left fielder last time he was at the plate. So he's officially 1 for 2 on the afternoon, and there's a strike. If Rarick can reach base with no double plays occurring, we'll see Chayton Sen next. Petrie on 20 pitches now unofficially, 14 balls, 6 strikes, an hour and a half into the game. That pitch just a little bit high, ball 1. Once again, the bases are loaded with 1 out. And he'll reach for that, foul it off, left side of the batter's box out of play. Good for a strike 2. And that is outside for ball 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Easton Rarick. Once again, Chayton Sen is on deck. At least I think he is. Yes, he is. And then potentially Jake Jarashevsky to follow if we can get that far into the lineup. There's a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout, number 2 for Ryan Petrie and number 6 for the Braves. Brings up Chayton Sen, 1 for 1. He singled to right field, then he was walked, then he was hit by a pitch. in that order on his 3 trips to the plate today. And the pitch, he'll get a piece of it, foul it off, and be strike 1. Like I said, the next game for the Stars right here on this field against Loomis Chaffee is scheduled for 4 o'clock. And depending on when this one gets over, we'll likely have a second stream for that one. And that one will be fouled into the dirt again for strike number 2. So. Oh, 2. We'll see if Petrie can get Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout number 3 here on this pitch. And he does. Total of 7 strikeouts for the 3 Braves pitchers, and that will end the 4th inning of play. So they'll leave 3 stranded on base, and we'll go to the top of the 5th. Carson Brooks, Caleb Nelson, Conor McCullum. Those are the scheduled batters pending changes. And we will be back. Looks like we'll have a new pitcher for the Stars as well. No, we will not. I got deceived by that. We'll take a break and we'll be right back here in a moment on Magnitude Sports. The Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota is the place for you and your friends to come and enjoy cold drinks, great food, and sports all under a friendly and fun atmosphere. Whether it's the Vikings, Twins, Wild, NDSU Bison, or one of your favorite teams, watch all the games at the Knickerbocker. Open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m., and Sunday, 12 noon to 2 a.m. You can find the Knickerbocker at 412 Main Avenue in Hickson, just a 10-minute drive south of Fargo. Take University Drive, head south until you arrive. All right, welcome back. Top of the 5th, and if the Braves don't score at least 5 runs, then the game will come to a conclusion after this half inning. It'll be the scheduled batters are Carson Brooks, Caleb Nelson, and Conor McCullum. And we'll see here if I can catch a jersey number. And it is indeed Carson Brooks. 0 for 1, struck out swinging last time he was at the plate. And that pitch comes in for a strike. It's 0-1 to Carson Brooks. Jacob Topp will try and finish this game potentially under 60-65 pitches. Right now he's at pitch 54, and that's a little dribbler. It's picked up by the second baseman, but there's nobody there to cover first base, and he'll get on with an infield single. So, Brooks is on base, and that brings up Caleb Nelson. He also struck out went down swinging last time he was at the plate. And Nelson will dig in, and Topp will get the signal here from Erickson and deliver. Fouled away, strike 1 right into the Braves dugout. Don't forget, coming up at 4 o'clock today, we'll have the Post 400 Stars and Loomis Chaffee live here on Magnitude Sports. And then if there's a time, we'll try and sneak over to the other field for the Astros game against Loomis Chaffee. So another hit for Caleb Nelson, back-to-back hits on back-to-back singles, puts 2 runners on. And now Conor McCullum is the scheduled batter, and he'll step into the batter's box, batting left-handed. He singled earlier, right up the middle for a single, just like the last batter there, Caleb Nelson. And we'll see if he can do it again and load the bases. Once again, 2 on with nobody out here, and the Braves need to score at least 5 runs to keep this game going. That pitch will come outside for a ball, and it's 1-0. Jacob Topp, 57 pitches now, 38 strikes and 19 balls unofficially, according to my numbers. And there's strike number 39. 1-1. Nobody out, 2 runners on. Topp sets, glances at second, delivers, popped up, out of play. Good for strike 2. Topp will get the signal. He doesn't like the first couple he gets from Erickson. Now he likes this one. Glances over his left shoulder at second, winds and delivers. And that will just be a little high. And it's ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here to the batter, Conor McCullum is 1 for 1 with a single. Riley Pepper is the scheduled batter on deck for the Braves. His Topp has reached 60 pitches. There's pitch 61 and a questionable ball. 3 right there. Full count now. And the payoff pitch. And it's grounded foul. Stay alive for at least 1 more. Hour and 37 minutes now, the time of the game. We're at 84 degrees when we started this one, and right now it is sunny and 84. Have not moved up or down a degree, according to my unofficial. That is blasted foul down the first baseline, and he'll have at least 1 more pitch. Went a little early on that one, otherwise he would have had a base hit out in the right field. Potentially scoring a run, too, if he would have waited just a split second on that one. And there's a line drive right up into center field, and they are going to send Brooks around third. He will come in to score, and the Braves are on the board. They will avoid a shutout here. And it is an RBI single for McCullum on to center field, and that brings up the next batter here. That is Riley Pepper. So runners on first and second for the Braves. Those runners are Caleb Nelson on second, Conor McCullum on first. And the pitch swung on, fouled away over the Braves dugout, now to play for strike 1. Still nobody out here in the top half of the 5th. And the Braves have scored 1 of the 5 that they needed to keep this game going beyond this inning. Or beyond this top half of the inning, I should say. There's a strike. So it's 0-2 now, as my buttons are finally working. Jacob Topp with 4 strikeouts. And they will refer to the second base umpire, and he did indeed strike him out. So that'll be Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout number 5 for Jacob Topp. Runners advance to first or second and third. And now it's Logan Klompstra on. He struck out swinging last time he was at the plate. Pitch comes across for a ball there, 1-0. Once again, the Braves batting 11, so this will be the 11th batter of the lineup, and he'll blast that one out of play. So good for a strike on the fouled away pitch, and it's 1-1 now here as we reach the 1 hour, 40-minute mark of the ball game here in the top of the fifth. 14-1 on the Sean Carlson Town and Country Credit Union scoreboard in favor of the Post 400 Stars. Here's the pitch from top, and it will miss the now thinner strike zone, and it's 2-1. Now it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Jacob Top looking for Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout number 6 if he can get it on this pitch. And he can. It's Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout number 6 for Jacob Top. And I'll bring up the next batter here. That'll be Brady Pepper as we return to the top of the order now here for the Sarnia Braves. Brady Pepper, actually this is the second time to the top of the order. 0 for 2, a fly out to left field, or no, and then he reached on a fielder's choice his last time at the plate, and I believe that came across for a strike, and it's 0-1. Wind up. And that one's hit hard and well to left field. That's going to score a run, if not 2 runs. And it is all the way to the fence. It'll be picked up there by Jaroszewski. And they're going to try for an inside the park home run of their own. And the throw comes in, and it's another inside the park home run. That's a 3-run home run for the Sarnia Braves. And that one into right field, and it's fair. So now the run they need is in scoring position at second base. If he can come in and score, that would make it 14-5, and we would see the bottom half of the fifth. And now Coach Fichtner will go out to the mound here and have it. I don't think he's going to pull Top. I think it's just going to be a pump-up talk here for his team saying, hey, we got 2 outs. Let's get out of this inning. Let's get out of this game. It's probably some of the substance of that conversation there on the trip to the mound. And now it's Noah Lester, 0 for 1, a walk. His first time, and reached on a fielder's choice last time he was at the plate. And actually, this is Quentin Johnson. And Quentin Johnson, a double to center and a fly out to left center. And a runner on second only, and I missed it. Was that a ball or a strike? Okay, it was a strike, I was told. So 0-1. To Quentin Johnson. And the 0-1 pitch. And that will bounce off the dirt, and that'll be 1-1 now. Jacob Top with 6 Buffalo Wild Wings strikeouts. He'll be see if he can get number 7 here to end the game. 1-1 the count. Runner on second. And that one will be chopped, gloved by Top. The throw up to first is in time, and that ends the game. Your final score, the Post 400 Stars 14 and the Sarnia Braves 4. They score, let's see here, we need to give the Braves 2 more hits. 4 runs on 8 hits. They committed 2 errors, and they left a total of 5 on base. For the Post 400 Stars, 14 runs on 9 hits. They committed no errors, and they also left 5 on base. Time of the game, 1 hour and 45 minutes. That's going to end this one here. We'll get things set for game number 2, which is about 45 minutes away. So we'll end the stream, we'll start a new one, and we'll talk to you again here in about 45 minutes for the Post 400 Stars and the Loomis Chaffee when we return in about 45 minutes here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Once again, congratulations to the Stars, and thank you for the Sarnia Braves fans that tuned in. We know the scoreboard wasn't with the looks the way that you hoped it was, but outside of that, we hope that you enjoyed today's broadcast. We'll talk to you again soon here on Magnitude Sports.
The proceeding has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Media Network.